in the new tutorial. In my last tutorial, I have teach you this name and email ID and automate this border. And till now we have completed the data by using index match command to fetch out this email ID, right? So right now we have understand this VLOOKUP and index match combination. Now in this tutorial I am going to teach you this additionally on time column which I have created right now. On time, sometimes it is required in analytics that is the date the assigned task is completed on time. That means that if the assigned task is completed before target date or not. So that's why we want that over here I want it must be yes or no. But when it will be yes or no, whenever the status is or completed or closed. Otherwise, if the work is under progress, that means days left, or it is under overdue section, then there is nothing values to be shown. So this column we are going to utilize in our analytical dashboard, and in consecutive lectures we are going to develop this analytical dashboard, right? So right now what equations we need to prepare? I already taught you in my earlier lecture this if statement, but over here we have to use this if statement but in some other syntax way. So I request you to do by yourself at first by pausing this video and again back to this tutorial, so you will understand that how is this working. So I am going to write down this equation that if. Over here we need to use this OR function. Why? Because we need that if the status column is either completed or closed, right? So that's why we have to use the first condition will be if or this k column. We have to again apply this dollar, that k will be locked, row will be changed when we apply this equation to downside. So if or k2 is equal to completed, right? If k2 is equal to completed, or another logic that we want to apply is you can directly write down this equation by typing this also. So here I am teaching one new thing. You can directly use this thing dollar and k2. So it will directly consider, Excel will consider the same name, cell name in our equation. Now bracket close. If value is true, then what we want, again another condition will be there, that if completion date, right? Completion date is before target date, that means less than target date. It will give us some positive value if it is positive. So we want that it must be type yes, the task is on time, otherwise no, task is not completed on time. Now this bracket is closed. So here value is true, then it has to do this thing and it has to write this yes or no. If this whole thing is false, then we want to return as a blank value. So by pressing enter we are getting some yes value. So now let us consider by cross checking that is the equation is true or not. See, completion date over here is 5th April and target date is 1st May. So yes, it is completed before and over here task is completed. If we will do W, that means that it will be directly converted into overdue, and here it is nothing is written that we want. If we want that it is closed, then again the task is closed on completion date and it is on time. So over here what I want to teach you, that whenever user is updating this column, that D, W or C, it has to write this completion date whenever the task is D, that means done or closed. Otherwise for the tasks which are overdue or in progress, then nothing will be there in completion date, right? So similarly I have filled out this data wherever D or T is available. I have filled this column. So right now again back to the normal condition, and I am dragging this equation by clicking this plus sign. So automatically it has calculated, it is telling us that where the task is completed on time or not. So let us arrange this thing for attractive purpose. See you soon. Hope you understand this lecture properly. If not, go practice it, because if statement you are going to use in multiple way. So why I am taking this lecture again, so that many students are complaining about this if statement. So for understanding this, I have taken this another example to using nested if. Use it and try it by yourself, practice it. Then see you soon in my next tutorial.